Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rusty Money. We are live here on Calmlands for some grass work on the one tile challenge created by our friend Zorch Farming. So welcome in Flash Gaming and Artemis. How are you doing, my friends? Thanks for stopping by the live stream. Okay, we got some work to do. Let's get to it. Three Claws Gaming, welcome, my friend. We gotta get the old shed open so we can get out. Let's see, I can shut that off for now. Let's shut that off for now. We need to move a couple of things here before we start mowing. Actually, you know what? We wouldn't need to. Who's trying to... Hold on, everybody. We gotta take this call. Alright, I am back. Okay, we are going to not do that. We don't necessarily need to do that yet. That was actually my best friend that called. Okay, let's get this out. I got 100 and... oh, what is it? I'll show you here. I think it's like 103,000. So, off camera here a little bit, I did some grass work on one of the fields and only got 103,000 liters in this bunker fermenting to silage, and it's fermented at about 97% or so, I think. So we'll be able to sell some silage here in hopefully this episode. But we're gonna go cut on the other grass field right now. Finally got one pallet of flour of salt from my salt production, and the reason I took a afternoon nap, you'll see right here. I was driving this way, I think, towards up the farmyard, and I drifted off and ran smack center over one of those pallets and found my tractor trying to crawl up the side of Gaming Joy's silo. And I thought, okay, I think it's time to go take a nap, because it was a short night last night and I worked this morning. So that's why that pallet is tipped over there, pushed out of the way. Alright, now we need to turn that on to start picking up grass. Oh, this whole picking up grass method that I'm doing now is so much better than what I was doing. Even though it was fun to load a whole bunch of grass with the tractor and load her into my trailer for a long time. And then I upgraded to a little old forage harvester and was picking up grass that way, and that was really time consuming, but it was saving on having to use a loader bucket all the time. Now this is really helpful, doing it this way. Gotta make a store run, back in a minute. Okay, Artemis, sorry if I didn't see that right away. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all having a great Saturday. Let's see here. Last night I had thought about live streaming, but then Mrs. Money got home from work late and we had supper late, and I've been watching this old show on Netflix, barbecue show. It's called Barbecue Showdown. It's 3 seasons, so her and I were watching that. I went to bed early. I ended up getting off of work late yesterday. It was busy yesterday afternoon and this morning. People here are going nuts about grass work, just like we're doing here. Because we've been getting a bunch of moisture lately, which is a good thing because we're pretty dry here. But there's a threat of more moisture Tuesday, Wednesday of this next week, so a lot of the farmers that do some grass work, yeah, I think they're wanting to try and get it done before it rains on Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's been fairly busy at the old store. And my wife and I have had my best friend look at our daughter's car, which happens to be our old car, 2014 Chevy Equinox, and we had him looking at it because we took it to 2 different mechanic shops and they couldn't figure it out. And well, my best friend is really educated in mechanics, but I don't bother him with fixing our stuff because that's not what he really does. He is a farmer. But he worked for a Ford dealership for a few years and then also did some other mechanicking so far in his life elsewhere. And he's really good. So he's been looking at the daughter's car and has narrowed it down to a couple of things. So hopefully now we won't be getting nickeled and dimed trying to fix what's going on with the daughter's car, which happened to be our old car, but it wasn't really having any problems until after we sold it to our daughter, of course. But it's still a good car because it doesn't got very many miles on it. Really, it's only got just shy of 80,000 on it. Hey, Farm Garage, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Alright, so now we're going to start filling in my other silage bunker here. Stacking up for another phase of construction to the farmyard here. I've really kind of actually enjoyed doing the whole silage, grass silage work here with the bunkers. I haven't done that for a long time, you know. I've always been playing with fermenting silos ever since we got fermenting silos in 22. And now they're back in 25. I see Nacho Cast was live, as well as our Commander-in-Chief Argsy Gaming. I dropped in and left them a like and lurked for a little bit. Okay, now let's get back to cutting on here. We should hopefully get around 100 and close to 150,000 liters of grass off of this field, I think. Hopefully, we're gonna find out. That's what it's usually been about. I hope y'all watched the recorded episode 12, where I did the new construction to the farmyard here, which we've got the next phase of construction coming up soon. Guess what day it is? Here's a hint. Ooh, Artemis, happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. How about that? Hopefully it's you. Okay. Rooster's Farm, welcome. 152,000 to be exact. What's up, Rusty in chat? Hey, Rooster, how you doing, my friend? I just took a random guess. I pulled it right out of my half awakened mind since my nap, you know. Actually, you know, I went upstairs to the bedroom and it was really sleepy, and then of course, you know, you lay there. I looked at my phone for just a couple of minutes, put the phone down, and oh my god, I fought trying to get to sleep. I'm like, what in the heck? I hate it when this happens. But I stayed up there. I think I drifted off a couple of different times. Good on my end, Rusty. How are you? Oh, yeah, I had to take a nap because I'd really been awake since about 4 o'clock this morning. I woke up at about 4 o'clock this morning, kind of wide awake, and I'm like, I cannot get up at 4 a.m. again. So I got up and used the old boys' room and then went back to bed until 6. Actually set my alarm. Got up at 6 and got ready for work and went to the old White Star gas station and ate a nice bowl of biscuits and gravy and went to work. Was at work by 10 after 7. And then worked till noon and came home and ate a leftover cheeseburger that I grilled the other day on the old Traeger because I made some extra ones, and then I got sleepy after I had a cheeseburger. A good old delicious barbecued cheeseburger off the Traeger. I thought, you know what, I better just maybe think about going and taking a little nap. Oh, you're welcome, Rivertime Todd. You're welcome, my friend. Anytime I can help. No problem. Heads up. Breaking news. Heads up, Rivertime Todd. Coming out with something very soon, everybody. Coming out for something to share for everybody. Coming out very soon. You had a barbecue for supper and a few cold ones. Now I want a nap. I never had a cold one now. I don't drink as much as I used to, actually. That's the weird thing that people find weird. People around here have found weird. I actually drank more alcohol and went out a lot more when I was a police officer, on my days off, of course, than I do now, since I gave up law enforcement. I don't drink near as much. If I even drink 1 or 2 cans a week anymore, that's surprising. Shoot, I used to drink almost a 6-pack every day every day I had off when I was a police officer. Now I don't hardly drink at all. Although work today, I had called Mrs. Money this morning while I was at work for a few minutes, and I told her, I said, today is just about as bad as it was yesterday afternoon, and it's going to drive me to drink pretty soon. It was busy at work. I crack open a beer and I'm drunk. That's about what it's gotten to now here, Artemis. It used to be about a 6-pack or more, but now it's like I barely get onto the 3rd one, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I should. I think I should just stop right there. But the older you get, though, too, at least me and a few other people I know, the older you get, it's just a lot harder to deal with, you know? I don't want to deal with feeling like feeling not so well the next day. Well, me, a few now is 10 so far. Oh. Wow, okay, that's a few. That's a few. Not drinking one, just opening it. Yeah. Only 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, yeah. You know, the one thing I really should cut back on is freaking sugar. I'm really bad about sugar. Like, I'm almost 50 years old, and here I am like a teenager looking for a piece of candy every 10 minutes. Shadow's Dusty, who some of you have seen in my live streams before, you know, one of my boys, the older boy anyway. He works at the dealership with me. He works in the service shop. Well, the other day, him and his girlfriend went to the store, and he came home with a box of chewy sweet tarts, like the long, flat package of 4 chewy sweet tarts. So he got home here and he gave me 2 of them, and then ever since he gave me those 2, I want another one. So last couple of nights I keep asking him, hey, you still got sweet tarts left in there? He ends up giving his dad one, but you know, just so good. Same, I need to slack from the sweets. It's probably a good thing that my Mrs. Money doesn't bake very much. My mom used to bake quite often when we were kids, so we always had like cake or cookies, especially cookies. Oh, I love sweet tarts too. Well, be careful. You know, I had mentioned less than a week ago I was chewing on a bag of Haribo gummy bears, and then I see on Facebook before I took a nap that Haribo has supposedly recalled their gummy bears. But, you know, it could be fake news, but they supposedly recalled their gummy bears because there was cannabis substance found in there. Production of some Haribo gummy bears. Ah, I love this challenge, Rooster. I do love the challenge. I just don't, at this point, I don't believe I'm going to take it as far as a few other people. I don't know if you ever saw what I did in the 200 horsepower challenge here on Calm Lands, and the 200 horse was created by Crustu. But I did that in FS25 here on Calm Lands, and I had a ton of hours, 400 hours on that game save. I just don't feel like I want to do another 400 hours on Calm Lands. So, you know, that's kind of why I chose to do normal economy instead of everybody doing hard economy. And I also have chose to, for right now, not do the option of the constructible goal. I just want to get the loan paid off, or I should say not loan, but the debt of 500k. That's kind of what I'm doing anyway. I'll show you, Rooster. I actually got quite a few. Quite a few. I got 60 hours on it. 60 hours. And this new tractor already has 5.5 hours. And let's just go down here while I'm thinking of it. This tractor, the starting tractor, has 39.0 exactly right now. 39 hours. And my harvester probably doesn't have very many because it's only harvested 2 fields so far. It's only got 1.1 hours. I've only went through, this will be the second harvest on the crop fields when I get to that point. Grumpy Gray Farmer, welcome. I'm really shocked that none of the big candy companies haven't started making cannabis candies. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, you know, I don't know. You only got 30 hours? Oops. Didn't want to create a job. I like doing it myself. I only did one round of harvest. Oh, the other thing, Rooster, you'll probably find pretty odd. Throughout this entire challenge of 60 hours so far, I have only hired a worker once. And the only reason I hired the worker was in the last live stream. We were about right here somewhere, I think, and I hired a worker to work on this field. Why, I went to the bathroom quick and came back. So they made like maybe 2 rounds on the field. Something like that. Fertilizing, if I remember right. Otherwise, I've done all the work myself. I haven't hired any worker to do anything. I've done it all myself. Hired the worker only once so far. And these course play and auto drive, it's hard not to for me, as I'm a PC player. Yeah. I don't need that one on yet, but we need to pick up this stretch right here. I got more plans with that farmyard, with that nice shed I got now. More plans. Same as AI, basically. Oh, so the other thing, too, I don't know how many noticed when I made the episode 12 for this, when we had the construction of the new shed, just how much money that shed costed me. But I don't think that the benefit from that shed is really paying off like it should. I think that's another one of the mod author's sheds that needs a little update for the functionality. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Hey David, welcome my friend. Thanks for the member chat. Oh my goodness, David. David just gifted 10 memberships already. Oh, and we just got an Argsy Gaming raid. Oh, thank you, Argsy Gaming, for the raid, my friend. So, several new members there. Rooster Farms, Andrew P., Lisa, Robert, Farmer Tech 51, Gaming with JJ, Bovine, King Catch Me, Calvin, Black Book. Nice. Mrs. Professor, sorry there, Miss Professor. I don't know if that's supposed to be Professor, but Miss P-R-O-F, welcome. Oops, turn that back on. Let's turn that back on. So the shed that I put down, that big shed I put down in the construction episode prior to this, which I had a lot of fun creating that construction episode. That shed's got solar panels on it. So it costed way more than, you know, only the 95,000. It costed almost 200,000 to place that shed. Philip King, welcome my friend. And Bodman Hansen, welcome. Welcome everybody from the Argsy Gaming Raid. Welcome. Welcome to the One Tile Challenge here on Calmlands. The One Tile Challenge was created by our friend Zorch Farming. This is my version to his challenge. Basically, the whole concept of the challenge is you only got one piece of property and that's all you can utilize. No matter if you need an additional sell point or production point, it all has to go on the one piece of property. It's kind of fun, right? Family Gaming, welcome, my friend. Welcome into the live stream. All of the episodes for this challenge have been recorded except for 2 now. This is only the second live stream through this series. I did a live stream about 2 episodes ago on here, just to speed things up for creating videos, like doing more grass work. And that's what we're doing here in this episode too, is more grass work. A lot of grass work in this challenge, the way I'm playing it anyway. Rabbit Rob, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? So now we go put this other load of grass here up in my second bunker. The episode before this, I did a little roleplay construction and upgraded my farmyard to that big shed in the tiny house. The tiny house is going to disappear with a different house in the very near future, but that's the first phase of the construction to the new farmyard. Look right there that you just saw. Alright, now we gotta drop off this load into the old bunker here. King Catch Me, hope you're doing well, my friend. Rabbit Rob with the 24-month member chat. Thanks, my friend. Thank you, Rabbit Rob, for your support, my friend. 25 watching, only 11 likes. Come on, guys, hit it. Thanks, Rooster. Thanks, everybody, for the support you do supply to the channel. Oh, hey, there's one more, everybody. I don't have his link either. Maybe one of my moderators could grab it for me, but please get my good friend Farmer Mike, I saw this morning, was only 9 subscribers away from 1,000, everybody. If you're familiar with Farmer Mike, somebody drop his link in the chat there. He's only 9 subscribers away from 1,000. He makes awesome montages in his videos. I'd really like to help get him to 1,000. Recently I did a nice little YouTube community post about Farmer Mike. Cher, welcome, Cher. How are you doing? I think he's 8 away now. Doing well, thanks. Just enjoying a nice day with the windows open and some nice iced tea. Oh, nice. Kiwi Sim Farmer, welcome, buddy. How are you doing, Kiwi? Got to come back and pick up that other little strip of grass here later. We'll make sure we get it. Sorry, not been around, Kiwi. Oh, it's okay. A break is always good on occasion, too. 6 away now. Cool, David. Farmer Mike is 6 away now, everybody. 6 away from 1,000. Make it 7 away to Farmer Mike. Nice, thanks. Three Claws Farming for supporting my friend Farmer Mike. And you gotta check out his videos. You should go check out the way he's doing this challenge. He's got a playlist for it. He makes some great montages. He did a very nice cinematic, is what he referred it to as, a cinematic video of purchasing his new harvester in this challenge. Oh, it was wonderful. Oh my, you back to doing taters? Oh, I'm not doing taters right now, David. No taters here. That's soybeans in that field next to me. The only taters we got going here, David, is coming out of my greenhouse. Looks like Rooster's Farm's having fun with potatoes, though. Nope, chickens. Chickens in real life, huh? How many chickens in real life? You're just a hobby chicken farmer? Getting eggs because they cost a lot at the grocery store? Welcome, T8. I don't know what you're supposed to say your username is, but welcome, T8. Should say Chicken Farms, not Rooster Farms. David, yeah. Ooh, Farmer Mike's 4 subs away from 1,000, everybody. Hey, Rabbit Rob, thanks for sharing Farmer Mike's YouTube channel. There it is, everybody. I'm gonna do something even better. Let's pin that to the top of the chat. Please check out my friend Farmer Mike on YouTube, everybody. He's only now 4 subs away from 1,000. 4 subs away from 1,000. I would sure love to help get him to 1,000 during this live stream. 2 away from 1,000. Oh, that is awesome. Just subbed 998. Thanks, Kiwi Farmer, buddy. Followed, been made. Whoop. Alright. We're filling this old bunker up, that's for sure. Woohoo, 1,000 subs. Nice, David. We did it. We got Farmer Mike to 1,000. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for helping get Farmer Mike to 1,000. That's 1K now. Sweet. We'll see if we can get him over 1K for any of those that fall off, you know, in the next day or two. I'm only 960. Oh, 960. I thought you were saying you're at 960. I'm like, holy cow. You had some videos go viral there, Rooster, to get clear up to 960 already. Mike will come back and be like, where did all these subs come from, right? That's good. That's just amazing, everybody. Thanks for showing some Farming Simulator community love in the live stream, everybody, by helping get another good friend to 1,000 subs. I'm at 253 now. Nice, Grumpy. We'll get you to 300 here soon, buddy. One step closer. Mike is a good friend of mine. He's a great friend of the channel there, Rooster. Oh, what the? I hit the wrong button there, everybody. we just took a dump on the old field. we get it. We get it picked back up. I got 12 subs now. Oh, Artemis has got 12 subs. Farmer Mike makes great videos. He does, Grumpy. He does. Amazing montages. Alright, we got it all now. We got it all now. See if we can get this all mowed up now. I gotta... Oh, geez. Now what do I do? Here. I got one little spot of grass there I want to get before we get going back up and down the field here. Kind of going around in circles. That's alright. We're okay. I'm gonna have to go. Time for bed. Oh, time for bed. Alright. Well, have a good night's rest. Have a good night's rest. We're probably about, 5 or 6 hours away from bedtime here. I don't know, something like that. I have no idea when I'm gonna go to bed yet. I just got out of bed not long ago from a little afternoon siesta, a little afternoon nap. Thanks again to Argsy Gaming and all your raiders, and thanks again to David for those 10 gifted memberships, and thank you to everybody that helped go over and support our friend Farmer Mike and get him to 1,000 subscribers. We got $23,000 right now. Andrew, welcome. And we have, I'll show you here too, because Rooster might be curious, as well as a few other people here. I have my debt down to $435,000 so far. That's what we still owe. $435,000. I've been requiring myself to pay $5,000 minimum every in-game day or month, which I'm just playing 1 day per month, so that's how far we're down with the debt right now. I haven't paid any extra, just been paying my required minimum of $5,000 so far. We should have a bunker of silage, 103,000 liters of silage available to sell here too. It's probably fermented by now. We got a full load of grass here. We'll get that picked up. How many fields? Rooster, I have 4 fields. That is it. I'll show you here. Let's just go a little overhead drone footage, huh? Little RustyMoney drone. So here is my property. Right, like here. We have a grass field right here on this side. And in the middle here, we have soybeans growing right here in the middle. So that's grass field there. Soybeans in the middle. And grass field on this side. Long, kind of narrower fields, and then I got this triangular field right there. And I think I put wheat in there this time. That was a canola field before. I had canola in this triangular field, and then in the field where the soybeans were, or are now, we did barley. So I haven't went through. This will be approaching the second actual crop harvest. I've done several grass harvests already, but I added the apple tree production to mine. Nice. I thought about it, Rooster, but I'm a big supporter of my friend Looney the Farm Guy, so I like watching his videos before I install the new mods. It's also helped avoid any kind of potential problems, because in 22 I had a few mod conflict issues that lost some game saves. So watching Looney the Farm Guy has been very helpful in regards to avoiding some issues. So far so good. That's good. So far so good. I mean, the only new mod I installed since the kind of the more recent mods is the little case seeder by ARM team. Of course, I had to get the case one. I didn't get the John Deere one yet. Had to get the case one since I work at a case dealership in real life. Former police officer of almost 23 years, but switched careers 3 years ago now. Almost 4 years ago now. "28 amazing people checking out the live stream. Welcome, everybody." Grandpa's contractor is in his office there working on the blueprints for the new farmhouse. John Brock, welcome. Thanks for stopping by the old live stream here on Calm Lands in Zorch Farming's One Tile Challenge. There's been a couple of good items in used sales, but I've been passing up on them. Gotta go, have a good stream. Alright, Kiwi, thanks, my friend. Like, there's another nice case tractor in used sales, but I don't need a third tractor. So how long are you planning on doing this challenge? Well, Rooster, for right now, the minimum is however long it takes to pay off the debt. We still got 435,000, and 60 hours has taken me just down to 435,000. So I don't know. Could be that we'll have another 60 hours plus yet to go. Yeah, that's okay. It's, you know what I really like about it, Rooster, and everybody watching, is what has been really nice about doing this challenge is it really gets you to think and strategize, so you use your land to the best of your ability for making money. Also, the other thing that I have found really good about this challenge in creating videos is this is the only area you're utilizing to create a video. So you don't have a lot of, you don't got a lot, very far to go, let's say. Very far to go in a lot of things. It's just made creating videos for this a lot easier, I feel, because you're basically just working with this one piece of property. Now you can utilize the other sell points or productions if there is any on the map. There's other sell points on this map, but I don't know if any of them are really a production. I have been utilizing my sell points that I use on my property. Just because that's where the best price for selling has been so far, is basically on my own property. Occasionally the best price is over at the farmer's market, but not very often. Sell points unless you buy them. Yeah, right. Yeah, I didn't think there was any production points. It'd be nice if there was at least a sawmill was a production point, or a grain mill was a production point on here, but it's alright. To me, I'll just be honest, to me, the appearance of Calmlands was 10 times superior than the appearance to Calmlands in 25. That's just my opinion. Calmlands 22 looked a lot better. It's fine to me. I have my own sell points, right? I agree, Rooster. I do too. Actually, I'm gonna be utilizing a third one, or another sell point that I want to fit into this little bit of kind of role play that I've added to it on occasion. I'm working on Crustu's 50 million loonies challenge on the Canadian map, planting a lot of poplars, slow and steady. Ooh, nice. The Canadian map. Now, which one's the Canadian map? Help me out here. I just haven't found a map in 22 that's like that that like wow map for me, for my gameplay yet. Oh, come on, don't get stuck. Is that Nadenthal map or whatever? That's probably the one you guys are talking about, huh? However you're supposed to properly pronounce that map anyway. Yeah, okay, if I did slip up and say I haven't found a WoW map in 25, I don't know if I said 22, I apologize, but yeah. I haven't found that WoW map in 25 yet, for me. I think, out of all the maps that are currently out there, and I shouldn't say all maps, but all the maps that are new, not reproduced, I think here really soon I'm gonna go check out Trucker Matsey's map. That one just looks, for me, the most appealing out of any of them right now. I just haven't went and looked at it yet, because I have a problem with getting into too much going on and don't end up finishing something, so I'm kind of trying to keep things narrowed down right now, making sure I finish what I've already started before I get into something new again. John Barlow, welcome. You're just what I need to relax. Well, thanks, my friend. Rooster says he's tried Matthew's map. It's kind of plain. Oh, I haven't even looked at it yet, so, I mean, yeah, but the other thing to consider, though, here's why I want to look at it, is it's Trucker Matthew's very first map. Now put it in perspective. Can you only imagine what his second or third map might look like? You know, it's kind of like my great friends at the Shanty Boys. You should see their maps that are coming out in 25 compared to what their maps were in 19. I'm waiting for Judith Plains by DJ Modding. I haven't really paid attention to too many people. Hasn't there been some first looks or such like that on that map already, Artemis? I haven't really paid too much attention about that map, so I don't know much about it. But that's probably a PC only thing anyway. I can't wait for Mr. T-Bone's new map and Matt's new map. They both look great by the Shanty Boys compared to their first maps that they've created, especially in regards to like just trying to make the maps look more full, if you will, than plain. Just like FS Miners mods packs releasing tomorrow as well. PC stuff, Rusty. Oh yeah, I knew you was gonna say that. That's why I wasn't too wasn't too worried. Hey, we just about got that field all done there. We'll take a look and see what we got off the field before I mow anything extra. Usually when I mow this field we're mowing right now, I usually end up mowing all the grass that's in this area too. But in the last recorded episode, episode 12, I did some painting and took away some of that grass, so it's not all there like it used to be. So we shouldn't be getting the same amount off the field, but off the area anyway. We'll find out here though once we finally get the last load into that bunker. We'll pop on the old help tab and see what it's giving us for what's in it. I'm gonna guess we got around 120,000 in here right now. Just taking a guess. We'll find out soon though. Well, we gotta get it all compacted. Clean up the ends of it. Holy cow. It's 5 o'clock already. PC, David, laugh out loud. I do love my PS5. But it's been months last time I was on it. Well, Rooster, I got a brand new PC. I don't know if you knew that, but I do got a brand new PC that would blow my performance out of the water when it comes to FS25, but it just sits over there off right now. Actually, I use it for my county fair board stuff, but it's a gaming PC. I just have been a console gamer, you know. But we are planning to jump over there with something soon. I just don't know how soon though, because every time I plan to try and get that organized to do what I'm gonna do, I get busy in real life, then my mood, I lose the interest in my mood, because I already got enough going on. At this point, I don't know if that's, yeah, I need to get that special announcement done soon though. I'm thinking about getting 25 for PS5. It's good. It's good, Rooster. I like it on the PS5. I mean, look at Krusty. Krusty is on PC, and he just bought FS25 on his console. Rusty is scared of the PC. Artemis. I don't want a worker. Thank you very much. $25 amazing people checking out the live stream. Welcome everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm off, buddy. Have a great stream. Off to bed. Alright, Grumpy. We'll see you later, my friend. Oh, we don't really need the mower on here. What's the matter? Yeah? It is. You can bump it down to 70. Because it has been for the last month. We got a really old house that doesn't have the best insulation, so it can get, you know, pretty hot in here in the summer and pretty cold in the winter. But Shadow's Dusty just came out of his bedroom and complaining it was hot in here. I said, you can bump it down to 70. I'll have it set at 73 for the central air to turn on. He says, Jesus. Why is it so high? It's been set at 73 for the last month or so, but we haven't really had the air conditioner kick on the last month or so because it's been, you know, it's been fairly cool here in Nebraska, wet and cool. I don't like the heat either, really. We need to get that mower back down here. And we're gonna take a look and see how much we got in that bunker now that we got the field done before we add to that. I'm just curious to see what we got off of that. So let's take a look here and see what's in there. $131,698 liters. Sweet. But not a fan of the really cold weather. Laugh out loud. No pleasing me. See, I live here in Nebraska, and if it could just be 50 to 70 degrees all year round, I'd be a happy camper. With minimal wind, but you'll never get away from minimal wind in Nebraska. We have this really big indoor arena. I'm not gonna say it's like an entertainment indoor arena, like for big concerts and stuff, but it's a big indoor arena for like horse shows and you know, kind of livestock shows and a few other entertainment events. But we had the national high school rodeo group or Nebraska rodeo group or something. I can't remember the exact terminology of the group of people, but they were here just recently competing in our indoor arena at the fairgrounds, and we had a group of people come from North Carolina and a group of people come from as far as Vermont, I think was the other place. Anyway, those people that came from those two states had conversations with our fairgrounds manager and told him that they had never been anywhere ever in their entire life that had this bad of wind like we've had here in Nebraska, especially what was it, like 2 weeks ago on a Friday was the worst wind that I can ever remember having here growing up here in Nebraska. They were quite amazed at the just wind. What kind of wind do we deal with here? We're gonna do this little area of grass down here too and get that into that bunker, and we'll start selling some silage, or I might save selling the silage for the recorded episode. Just get some grass work done here. See, Rusty, I forget what part of Nebraska are you in. I was born in Columbus, Nebraska, and got a bunch of relatives in eastern Nebraska. Three Claws Gaming, I will just tell you that I am very, very close to where you were born. Like, I'm only about an hour away from there. About an hour away from Columbus. So I live in the northeastern part of the state of Nebraska. I'm originally from Iowa. Kind of originally from, I think it's known as the kind of the western central side of Nebraska. I'm originally, or Iowa, I mean, excuse me, I'm talking about two different states now. I'm originally from about an hour kind of southwest of Fort Dodge, Iowa is where I'm originally from, about an hour southwest of Fort Dodge. Most of my family is in Iowa. My parents live here in Nebraska, only 13 miles to the north of me. My parents actually live in the community that had a map replicated for FS25 called Petersburg. I actually lived there. My wife and I and our kids used to live there. That's where I was stationed when I worked for the sheriff's office. So, you know, at the beginning stages of 25, there was a map that came out at the end of 22 called Petersburg. That's where my parents live. And that map that was created for 22 for Petersburg is, let me tell you, in resemblance to real life, it is the closest in real life that I've ever seen of any map for where I've been in real life. Closest resemblance, almost a 1-to-1 scale. My brother lives back home in Iowa, though. Actually, he lives in the Fort Dodge area. And then he travels a lot. My brother actually is one of the lead DJs at a bar in Clive, Iowa. Kind of a very popular kind of dance club bar that has a lot of dance events and concerts and whatever. I've never been there. My mom and dad went there for the first time a couple of weeks ago to this place that my brother DJs at. It's called, what is it called? I think it's called Miss Kitty's, if I remember right. Miss Kitty's. And my wife's family, all my wife's family is mainly here in Nebraska. My wife and I were actually classmates. Just really didn't start dating until way after high school. I don't think I'm gonna get much more off. I got a pile of lime down there. I need to get that lime pile cleaned up. That's lime sitting there on the ground in front of the little market. I need to just get it cleaned up and sell it, or I need to get a silo is probably what I need to do. I just haven't gotten a silo for the farm because I've been focusing on, you know, first getting some storage for the farm, because I've been wanting sheds, and we finally got the first shed finally. Well, I should say bigger shed anyway. Okay, now the rest of the grass on my property, like up here by the new shed and by the silage bunkers, all of this grass right here I'm gonna leave for the next cutting, I think. So I'm gonna leave all of this grass to have access and get it utilized, so when I empty out this silage bunker of fermented silage, I can fill it right back up again. I think that's what I'm going to do. That is not what I have been doing. Actually, I've been putting all of it into this silage bunker. And here I go with the mower right on me as I go in here. Hopefully we don't get stuck. Oh, no, we're good. We are good. I'll get that all compacted here. Probably outside of the stream, but let's see what's in here. 138,000 now, so probably get that compacted. Probably won't put any more in there. That's a decent amount of silage. That'll be some good money. And then I got more grass I can cut again once I get the other bunker all cleaned out. We'll start cleaning out that other bunker here before I conclude the live stream, before Mrs. Money gets home from work. And I think I'm gonna treat the family to some good old Subway for supper because I don't feel like cooking. So, and our Subway in this town is pretty good, so I think we'll get some Subway tonight. Let's dump that. Oh, actually, we can use that. We could actually use this right now to clean up our bunker and get that money out of there. I'll see if we can't get this cleaned up out of this bunker. It should be fermented now because it was at 96% before I even considered hitting that old live button. So this should be all ready, I would bet. Yep, it's ready. So we got 103,000 liters in here. That won't take too long to get sold. Probably about 2, 4, 6, 8, probably about 5 loads. Get the old 1206 here out. Get that blanket taken off that bunker. I want to use some of my money here soon too to repaint this thing. We need to extend the life on this tractor because we can't sell it. I can't sell my grain trailer either. Now, I didn't start out with the same grain trailer as everybody else, only because I just, number one, I didn't want to use that trailer, and number two, I didn't have it installed. So I just used a trailer that I already had installed that actually holds like 1,600 liters less than what everybody else is utilizing in the challenge, which 1,600 liters isn't a big amount, but yeah, I just didn't use the same trailer. And then also the trailer I'm using, you had to buy a second trailer in order to get a bale trailer. So I have a separate complete bale trailer. I can't convert the trailer that I got into a bale trailer. So that trailer right there is the one I can't sell. I can't sell it at any point, and I can't sell this tractor. Get that put there, back where I want it. Put the tractor back over here. I really like this shed. These sheds are by one of my favorite new what do you want to say, favorite new buildings, if you will, or structures built by a modder. That modder name is this. I just put it in the chat because I don't know how it's properly pronounced other than maybe ICUS. ICUS modding also gets some assistance from Patty, an author named Patty, on some of them. But that shed's got a workshop in it, and it's also got an auto-loading shelving unit that I haven't taken use of yet. But now we can sell some good old silage, some hearty good old silage, right down to my same old sell point I've been selling to by my friend Gaming Joy, just because that's what I want to utilize. So we're selling our silage down here at Gaming Joy's silo. I'd be selling it at a different mod, but that other mod I was hoping that was coming to 25 hasn't come to 25 yet. That was called the forage dealer. The forage dealer in 22 was my favorite, like, grass work sell point. Because it had the best price. Had the best price for selling silage, straw, grass, hay, usually, of everything. So we get that money back up there. Maybe the next video, next episode for this challenge here that I create will have phase 2 of the construction of the farm area here, with an addition of a new farmhouse, or whatever I decide at that point that's gonna be added. Thinking hopefully it's gonna be my new farmhouse. The tiny house here is my second new farmhouse, but now I'm going for a third new farmhouse. We will shut that thing off. I don't need that on there right now. We're up to 40,000 right now. I think what I'm probably gonna need, anywhere, I don't got it calculated exactly yet, or closer to, but I'm gonna need, I think, 150 to 200,000 to place the farmhouse I want to place. That's gonna fit really well with my shed appearance. So I'm going for a expensive farmhouse in this one tile property. And I'll probably get at least one more shed, but I don't think it's gonna be as big as that one. That will also become a part of the farmyard before I hopefully add in livestock again to where I hope I'm gonna be able to put my livestock. And I'm gonna, I think I want to do some cows. I've been doing some chickens, but I didn't have very many. I only had 180 if I remember right. But I don't got any livestock right now. I got a salt production and a greenhouse. That's the only productions I got right now. I have sold nothing out of my salt production yet. I sold 0 out of the salt production. Since I've added it. So the salt production right now, actually, for instance, I got, let's see here what it shows. 5,409 liters of salt produced. But if we go out of the tractor, I have one pallet of fine salt there, tipped over. And I have 2, 3, 4 more pallets of fine salt. And this pallet right here is flour of salt. which pays really well, but it takes a long time to produce, and I have the smallest salt production point, so it's taken a really long time. And my greenhouse has actually been building up in supply as well. I think I got around 15,000 liters or something of potatoes right now. Let's just look here what that is. Potatoes. Oh, 12,000 liters of potatoes, 5,000 liters of spring onion, and 6,000 liters of strawberries. That's what I'm making out of my greenhouse right now. I haven't changed it. It's been those 3 products coming out just because that's what I chose, and haven't changed it to anything else. Like, I think I could change it to isn't it like green beans maybe pays really well? I can't remember. But I have the options of chili peppers, garlic, green beans, lettuce, Napa cabbage, peas, and potatoes, and spinach, and spring onion, and strawberries, and tomatoes, which now I think it might be spinach that pays the best. I can't remember, but anyway. I'm doing potatoes, spring onion, and strawberries is what I've been producing. And then we got Grandpa's construction company here now taking up space. My very first characters that I ever added in any of my FS content was characters I called Mechanic Mike and Grandpa, and so I kind of brought them back a little bit, not their voices yet, but the appearance of them anyway, with a phone call from Mechanic Mike and Grandpa hiring a contractor to move in here and build our farmyard. So if you haven't watched episode 12 that I recorded, go back and just show, and you can see how I did a little bit of, I don't know, I guess my way of role play with the construction for the best way I can do it on console anyway, for what I use for creating and editing videos, which still is only PlayStation tool called Share Factory. I don't use anything else for creating or editing. I just strictly still basically trying to be 100% console, really, or as close to as I can get. Okay, let's get this filled again. We got maybe about another probably load and a half to get out of here, I'm gonna guess. We're up to 60,000 now. $19 amazing people still watching us here. Thanks everybody for tuning in to the live stream, and thanks to David for those gifted memberships during this live stream, and thank you again to RZ Gaming for the raid and everybody that came over from that raid. And thank you to everyone that helped us get our friend Farmer Mike to 1,000 subs during this live stream. And if you still want to go out and get Farmer Mike to over 1,000, his link is still pinned to the top of the live stream chat, so you can go check out our friend Farmer Mike. He makes great montages in his videos, And we got him to 1,000 subs in this live stream. So thanks everybody for that help. Okay, we'll grab hopefully another full load here and whatever else remains. Maybe we can get up to about 80,000 off of this. Yeah, we're close. We'll be getting close anyway. We're already almost at $70,000. Man, this thing's really being touchy about picking up the silage out of here. It's been really pretty good about getting it. Oh, and we hit a little collision of silage there. Okay, yeah, we definitely are gonna have a partial load. That ain't gonna be a full load. Hopefully we get maybe about a quarter of a load or a half a load. So this will be the last full load of silage sale for now until the other bunker gets fermented after I get it compacted. So we probably won't be selling more silage until we get into October again. Oh yeah, we're gonna get really close to 80,000 here. Perfect. We're at 79,026. We'll break the 80,000. Mike just seen he made it to 1K and put out a post. Good for him. Nice, 3 claws. That's awesome. Thanks again to all our great friends here that helped us get Farmer Mike to over 1K. That's amazing. We made his weekend, I'm sure. We're gonna be pretty close to a half a load. Oh yeah, we got 42%. Not too bad then. 6,000, what is it? 860 liters. I got these new glasses. I got new glasses about a week ago. Yeah, and it just happens to be I finally got my first set of bifocals, so I've been really adjusting to trying to see what it says on the screen here. Ah, dang, I hate getting old. Older, anyway. Alright, we broke 80,000. We got 82,000, almost 83,000, so a very nice silage day. Model House Man, welcome my friend. How are you doing? Travis Gaming, welcome. Alright, we're gonna pull this into the shed here. Well, we gotta do something yet. Drop the trailer right there. I gotta look at this laptop for a second. Alright, and let's add, what do we got? Oh, let's go to that one there. We'll see what that is. Save that. Okay. Alright, now I need to get that field fertilized. Get the spreader here. We need a new spreader too. I've noticed a problem with this spreader since like the latest game updates for some reason. And it might just be from the point I'm trying to fill it from, maybe. Are you cheating and not having crop damage? Why do you say that? I mean, I don't ever play with crop damage on, although I do have a hardcore survival in future plans for 25, and I'm going to challenge myself to that, but I usually do not play with crop damage on. That's about the only thing I ignore. But I mean, this was a grass field. I don't know what you're referring to. I didn't see me drive in my bean field or my wheat field, so let's get some fertilizer from this point I got here. Fertilizer. I only buy lime seed fertilizer out of that point and manure for the greenhouse. That's it. Lime seed fertilizer and manure. Okay, let's get this back here. We need to fertilize that grass field that we just harvested. This one right here. Kind of like you gotta get it primed, painted, and weighed. If you've ever seen my favorite movie called Days of Thunder, we gotta get it lime, fertilized, and seed. Put your front wheels in the next field. Let's see. Oh, I can already tell you I don't got crop destruction on, so why do I gotta show you? I mean, I'll just be honest and tell you crop destruction is not on. I don't play with it on. But I do have something in the near future, once I find that WoW map, that I'm gonna try and actually do that for once. But I can't stand crop destruction, just like there's a lot of people that can't stand plowing a field or picking up stone, you know, or rolling a field. I have everything else on other than crop damage. Everything else is on. Plowing, picking up stone, all that good stuff. Don't even play single player without. I always just, yeah, I don't know, it's just the way I play, you know. A lot of people play it differently. I guess that's what's unique about one player to the next, is everybody has their likes and dislikes. Farmer Mike, my friend, congratulations. We have had your link to the channel pinned to the live stream chat since I brought it up at the near beginning of this live stream. So I think at the near beginning of this live stream, you had like 10 or so subscribers to go. Something like that. I do love to play on real servers. Is that what you said? Is that what you mean? I do have access to a server from my friend Gaming Joy. I have a multiplayer thing there on Hutan Pantai, but just been so busy that I haven't been on there for a while. Maybe this weekend, we'll see. Hey Rusty, I reached 1,000. Thank you, my friend. It means everything to me to get here. I should sleep, but I'm so happy right now. You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. You're welcome, my friend. But in regards to that, maybe you're a great one to approach, Bodman Hansen, is in my hardcore survival that I got planned for 25, once I find the map I want to do it on. I think also it might be, and maybe it would be too much, so maybe that should be something I should do as a separate series. I've never done like a realistic series, you know, so I don't know what some of the proper things you should do when it comes to a realistic series. Obviously, maybe not auto-loading, obviously, because you can't like auto-load, but you could do like trailers that do, what would you call it, like not auto-load, but self-propelled loading, or I don't know what the proper term would be. Is there one in, let's see here, I can show you what I'm talking about. Because at least with bales anyway, then you could utilize like one of these trailers. You know, it's not auto-load, but it still loads it for you. Did you see Argsy made From the Oaks? Well, I knew that Argsy was making or made a map. Is that what you're referring to? I have not seen that yet, though. Or maybe I did see part of his, didn't he do kind of like a teaser video, if you will, of that? Because I think his goal was all platforms, if I remember right. I can't. It was a real server we used to have on Dazed server. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I try, even with the crop destruction off, I try not to like, oops, then I just hit the wrong button area on my directional pad there, and switch vehicles. I try not to like intentionally just drive through the fields all the time that got crop in them. I gotta sleep now. Just want to say thanks, Rusty. It means so much. Oh, you're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. You are welcome. You'll sleep great now, but your anticipation to make a video tomorrow is gonna keep you awake. Alright, I think we probably got that pretty well. Let's see, pretty well. Fertilized now. We should be pretty good. Yeah, we're pretty good. I do really like precision farming, everybody, too, but I have not installed it for 25 yet. I did use it in 22 on a Survivor series I did on, I think the map was called Black River, if I remember right. The live stream have to be planned before I can do it. You're welcome, Farmer Mike. You're welcome. Let's drop the trailer right there. Alright, we're gonna get out here. Alright, everybody. Well, Mrs. Money should be coming home here soon from work, and I don't want to be in the doghouse still sitting here talking to you all, even though it's a great time, but I think it's time to wrap up this live stream. I have it set for a RustyMoney raid, hopefully. I'm just going to check here, though. I want to see if this individual is still alive, so if you just bear with me for just a second, I want to double check and make sure that that individual that we're going to raid is still live, so we can do an appropriate RustyMoney support raid. Let's edit that, and let's go down here to that, and let's see about that. Let's go here, and oops. And is he still alive? He is still alive. Okay, we're gonna set that, hopefully. That all works. Okay, now let's go back, and hopefully that saved there again. Okay, well, everybody, thanks for watching the live stream. Thanks for being here. Thanks, David, again for those gifted memberships. Thank you to Argsy Gaming for the raid. Thank you to everybody that helped jump over and support our friend Farmer Mike and get him to 1,000 subscribers. But thanks, Rooster, Farmer Donkey. Welcome, my friend. I hate to end it right here, but it's time to go. Thanks, Victory. Thanks, Bodman Hansen. Thanks, Three Claws Gaming. Thanks, Farmer Mike. Thanks, Why Not. Ooh, I missed Why Not jumping in here. Oh, my apologies. Travis Gaming, thanks. Artemis, thank you. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it very much. Let's do a RustyMoney raid, and we will see you all there, everybody. Have a good one.